Howdy everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Wibby Woo and today I'm attempting to make Ariana Grande in CAS. So I recently did a poll on my channel and I asked what celebrity I should try to create. The options were Ariana Grande, Chappell Roan, or a K-pop group. And as of this recording, Ariana was winning. Now, it may be different once this is actually uploaded, but I will say I plan on doing really all of the options eventually anyways, but we will start here. My plan is to do 3 different outfits, one from a different album, and I will spin a wheel to decide which albums we do. So it's going to be kind of like a Ariana Grande era's tour video, if you will. So I will start by spinning the wheel to see what we start with. I've included all of her main albums except for like her Christmas album or any kind of side work. And it looks like we're going to start with Positions. So this is one of my personal favorite albums. I think in general it wasn't as popular as some of her others like Thank You Next and Dangerous Woman. I highly enjoyed it. I thought it was really sweet to have an album where she focused on falling in love, even though it didn't last long. But yeah, so I'm excited to start with this one. I started by working on her face, which, excuse my French, but it is freaking hard to make like faces look exactly like the real life person you're trying to. I know there's other members that do an amazing job, but I'm still learning and tried to get it as close as possible. You will see towards the second outfit that kind of redo her face from this first one, because I realized my first go just wasn't quite right. There were some things that I had difficulty with. Her eyebrows especially, I never feel like I got them completely correct. If you look closely, her eyebrows are actually pretty short and she has a very like tiny tail at the end. They're not really elongated, and I actually have a pretty good bit of eyebrow CC. But that was just something that I don't feel I quite got right. She has a rather thin face, very defined cheekbones, and her chin is quite small. So trying to get the proportions right was rather difficult, but I think overall I did a decent job. You can grade me at the end. I would love to know your comments, your suggestions on how I could have done this better. Also, I actually forgot that I had downloaded some Ariana hair. This one wasn't the exact one, even though it looks really close to the one in the picture. I think this was another hair from the Positions video that came with a bow, but I just added this headband and I feel like it looked exactly like the one in the picture and it turned out really good. I also forgot to mention that I'm going to be doing the outfits from the album covers. I also found the green 2-piece outfit through CC. The others I just kind of pieced together, but this one will be an exact match. Does anyone else feel like they're cheating when they find an exact CC match? I don't know, like it's not. It's just creating the thing you want, but I think it's also like when I was a kid, I actually liked to make my costumes rather than buying them because I felt like it was more authentic, which it wasn't like all the other kids that had bought costumes. But I don't know. I'm an art major, so probably it goes hand in hand with that. But I feel a little bit the same way with The Sims. That's why I kind of like to find other CC and make it look as close to the image I'm going for. But I thought, why not use this? I have it. It's for the Positions album and I think it looks good. Her makeup is very retro, so if you've ever seen the Positions video, it has a very 60s mod feel to it. And so you see that reflected in the really pale white eyeshadow along with the really large, almost doe-eyed looking like eyelashes, and she paired it along with a nude lip. So try to match that as close as possible. Here I'm also adding her tattoos. I think there's also some Ariana tattoo overlays. I just went with what I already had, and I also added her hand tattoos. And I think I keep them throughout the eras, even though these are more recent ones. But I thought they were a decent match. I didn't have an exact nail match either, but I just went with the basic French tip. And the dress came with the exact earring matches, so you can see I added those there. We're not going to talk about her side profile because I think I never get it quite right, so just completely ignore that. So here we have outfit 1 done. Now it's time to find out what album we'll be doing next. And it is, drumroll please, My Everything. This is my favorite Ariana album, and honestly probably top 5 favorite albums of all time. I am a huge fan of hers and love all of her music, but this was the first album that I listened to her. I didn't watch her Nickelodeon show that she was on, so this was my first introduction to her, especially when like Problem came out and Break Free. Those just, I ate them up. And this whole album, it has no skips on it. It's so good. So here we are, we're doing the cover album. So she has her very Ariana famous high ponytail. And for her makeup, I went with that very 2024 cat eye look that she had. She had more natural eyeshadow, or like neutrals, browns, very contoured, and then the cat eye eyeliner and a more matte lipstick, which was popular. And I kind of tried to make it that purpley nude pinkish color. And unfortunately for the My Everything outfit, it is one that I used during the Sabrina Carpenter video that I did, except hers was like a pale yellow. But it was the closest that I could find in what I had. I tried a few different tops, but it just never looked good. And then I matched it with these white like patent leather heels. I tried not to go too chunky because, as you can see, it's a very thin stiletto. And then I also had some cat ear headbands, and during that era she always wore some kind of bunny headband or cat headband, so I was really excited to add that. And for our last album, we will be recreating her look from Sweetener. I wasn't expecting that. I honestly kind of wanted Thank You Next, but Sweetener was also a very good album. It had some great hits. It gave us God Is a Woman and No Tears Left to Cry, both absolutely amazing. Another one that I really love is Good Night and Go. I just think that's such an underrated song from her. But here I'm trying to find a match to the album. This was hard because I realized I don't have a parted, like slicked down hair CC. So I had to go with this middle part one. I think it's the one I do stick with. And then I also tried to match it. This is a little bit more white, but her hair is really white platinum blonde on the cover. So I felt like this was a fairly good match. Also, her makeup is very neutral here, so I went with a very minimal look and tried to make her lip gloss or her lips glossy instead of matte like it was in the previous outfit that we did. I couldn't really see her whole outfit, but I do think it's just this kind of neutral, really tan, light, almost skin colored dress, and I didn't have an oversized jean jacket, so I just used this jean jacket wrapped around her waist. And here she's barefoot, but in other pictures you see she has like a neutral over the knee boot, so I used that. These are more leather looking. In her picture it's actually kind of a suede material. But that is pretty much it for the sweetener look. Here is a last final look at our 3 outfits. I think they all turned out really good. You need to let me know which one is your favorite, as well as what's your favorite Ariana song. Surprisingly, I think my favorite outfit turned out to be the sweetener one. I just think it's a pretty close match without being an exact dupe for her outfit. And my favorite Ariana song is My Everything. It's just a classic, and it's what I started. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you would, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing for more videos soon. I will see you all very soon. Bye!